Welcome to my channel. Here, I'll be sharing many videos with you featuring true stories that actually happened in real life. Stories so shocking, they'll make you hold your head in disbelief. Get ready to spend the best moments of your day with me. The story of the stolen armored truck. The ordinary-looking armored truck. There was a money transport truck that looked completely ordinary from the outside so as not to attract attention. In reality, however, it was bulletproof and fortified against any break-in attempts. Breaking into it would have required a bomb, at the very least. The mysterious incident. One day, this truck was parked in a shopping mall parking lot. The driver remained inside while his partner, the money collector, went into the mall to complete his tasks. A few minutes later, when the money collector returned, he was shocked to find the truck gone, along with the driver and the $1 million in sight. A puzzling investigation. When investigators arrived at the scene, they were stunned. No one at the location had seen or heard anything suspicious. If thieves had stolen the truck, they would have needed immense force or explosives to breach it, which would have caused a loud commotion and drawn attention. So how did the truck vanish so mysteriously? Was the driver involved in the crime? Or did the thieves come up with a genius plan to steal it in complete silence? Story introduction. Most of us know that money transport trucks are heavily armored with armed drivers and guards. Expressive image. One of the biggest money transport companies in the US is Wells Fargo, which operates a fleet of armored trucks of various shapes and sizes. Our story begins on November 28, 1994, in front of a shopping mall in Arizona, USA. A small van arrived in the parking lot. It looked like an ordinary truck, but it was actually one of Wells Fargo's armored vehicles. Security features of the truck. Despite its plain appearance, the truck was heavily armored and bulletproof. Its seemingly normal exterior hid reinforced bulletproof plating. Everything from its body to the windows was fortified. The doors couldn't be opened from the outside. The truck's ordinary look was a camouflage tactic to avoid attention. The truck crew. There were two people inside the truck. Expressive image. The driver, armed with a handgun. The money collector, also armed, responsible for collecting cash from stores and depositing it in the bank. Usual routine. That day, the money collector went into the mall as usual to gather cash from various stores. After completing his task, he returned to the parking lot, only to find the truck completely gone. Reporting the incident, the money collector immediately contacted the police, who in turn notified the FBI, as armored truck heists fall under federal jurisdiction. When the investigators arrived, they first spoke to the money collector, who explained that he had been gone for no more than 5 minutes. When he returned, both the truck and the driver had vanished. The missing cash was worth over $1 million, around $2 million today, after inflation adjustment. Initial investigations. Detectives interviewed everyone in the shopping mall, parking lot, and surrounding area, but no one had noticed anything unusual. This puzzled the investigators. The truck was so secure that any forced entry would have triggered alarms and made noise, yet nothing was heard. Early theories. The only logical explanation was driver involvement. Expressive image. Either the driver had stolen the truck himself or had colluded with others to carry out the theft. Maybe he had been threatened or forced to open the truck. Expressive image. In most previous armored truck heists, driver involvement was a recurring factor. Searching for the driver's name was John Mukish, age 30. The FBI launched a manhunt, dispatching police patrols and helicopters. The search area extended over several kilometers, focusing on surrounding neighborhoods and districts. Driver background check. The investigators found that John had no criminal record. A search of his apartment yielded no suspicious evidence. Everything looked normal. His friends and family described him as honest. responsible, and serious about his job. Expressive image. The ongoing mystery, so the question remained, if a gang had committed the theft, how did they bypass all the security without being noticed? With no other options, the investigators turned to the public for help through media outreach. Press conference. The FBI and local police held a press conference, revealing details of the case and asking the public for any information. They shared photos of the truck and missing driver, offering a $60,000 reward for helpful tips. Truck discovery. Hours after the conference, a tip came in. The truck was spotted in a church parking lot. When investigators arrived, they found it parked with the engine still running. Inside was a body lying on the floor. Expressive image. They couldn't open the truck immediately, so they contacted Wells Fargo to assist. The shocking truth: the body was confirmed to be John Mukesh. A thorough search of the truck revealed no signs of forced entry. It was clear the crime had been carried out with military precision and advanced planning. Forensic examination. Forensic experts combed the truck inside and out, but found no DNA, fingerprints, or hairs belonging to the perpetrators. Only company staff prints and leftover coins. All the paper money had been taken. Crime scene analysis. The investigation led to two key conclusions. The heist was likely carried out by at least two individuals. It was too complex for a solo job. The thieves knew how law enforcement worked and abandoned the truck in a different jurisdiction to complicate the investigation. Autopsy results. The autopsy revealed fragments of a specialized bullet designed to disintegrate on impact to avoid tracking. The shot was fired from a distance of over 10 meters, since there were no gunpowder traces on the body. Days later, a new witness emerged. He claimed he saw the truck speeding out of the mall parking lot, followed by a red pickup truck. He couldn't recall more details, so investigators suggested hypnotic regression to trigger deeper memories. Hypnosis session. Under hypnosis, the witness, named Morgan, remembered seeing three perpetrators, two in the truck, one in the red pickup. He also recalled part of the truck's license plate, which included the numbers 2 and 3 and the letter S. Continuing the investigation, police searched for red pickups matching the partial plate, but it was difficult as Arizona didn't register vehicle colors at the time. Still, they narrowed down the suspects but hadn't found the exact vehicle. Suspect sketch. With help from Morgan, a forensic artist sketched one of the suspects. Distinct features, long hair, and a thick beard. Expressive image. The image was published, prompting a call from a woman who said she knew the man but feared talking because people around her might be involved. Suspect identity revealed. The woman pointed to her friend, Judy Espinoza, who confirmed the man looked like her boyfriend, James Greenham. Expressive image. She added that James had a close friend named Timothy Ring. Both men were previously poor, but recently began spending lavishly. Expressive image. Tracking the suspects, investigators found that Timothy Ring owned a red pickup and had worked with the FBI before as an informant. Both James and Timothy were ex-prison guards with military training, making them capable of pulling off such a heist. Expressive image. Surveillance. The trio, including a third man, William Ferguson, a disgraced former police officer, were placed under surveillance. Detectives noticed large, unexplained expenditures by all three, gathering evidence. Police searched their trash and found documents detailing armored truck routes. They also planted listening devices in James's apartment, capturing incriminating conversations. The arrest. With enough evidence, a judge issued arrest warrants. James and William were arrested at home, while Timothy was lured to the FBI under the guise of a routine meeting. The confessions. James confessed and detailed how they planned the robbery for 6 months. They exploited John Mukish's habit of stepping out to smoke, shooting him from a distance, transferring the cash to their car, and burning all evidence in the desert. Final verdict: James Greenham and William Ferguson were sentenced to 30 years in prison. Timothy Ring, the mastermind, was sentenced to death, though it was later commuted to life in prison due to legal complications. Conclusion: thus ended the story of the stolen armored truck, planned with precision and executed professionally. But simple mistakes and modern investigation techniques ultimately led to the gang's downfall. We hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more thrilling tales. Until next time, goodbye.